Welcome to all of you. I am Suhani. We welcome Mr. Saurabh Kalsi.
Hi Suhani, thank you. Thanks for having me over. So I started my career in Bombay and I learned piano there and I used to work as a sound engineer in Delhi and eventually started my own composing career with a television series. It was for Star Plus. What is Pyar Ko Kya Naam Do?
Oh, that's an amazing show. Okay, so do you follow any music specific routine?
Man, I'm so lazy.
Okay.
I wish I can follow a routine. Delhi has a market in Connaught Place called Palika Bazaar. Palika Bazaar used to be a hub for pirated music.
Upcoming projects and collaborations you would love to share with the audience?
The collaborations, obviously, I'm working on recently with Javed Ali and Shalmali. I'm not the one who will go on YouTube and search any artist if they've released anything or not. I need to focus on my skill more and more. We're celebrating life. We're celebrating every moment of it. Whatever is coming out through that moment, I think we all need to express our feelings and emotions.
Welcome to all of you. I am Suhani, the anchor in our podcast channel Trailer. We welcome Mr. Saurabh Kalsi, who is a well-known music composer from past 15 years in Bollywood. He has done many TV series and Bollywood movies. So we welcome you, sir. Thank you for your gracious presence.
Hi Suhani, thank you. Thanks for having me over.
Yeah. So, as we know that music composition is a field where many people are not much interested. Mostly people are interested in the behind the screen only till music production at least. So we are having you, and it's a great opportunity for us to interview you in this podcast session. So I would like to begin with my first question. That is, kindly introduce yourself.
So I started my career in Bombay in 2010-11 actually. I moved from Delhi. I was born and brought up in Delhi and I studied music. My father was also a musician, so I learned music from him and a couple of more teachers. And I learned piano there and I used to work as a sound engineer in Delhi at a lot of small studios just to begin and to get into the vibe of music in Delhi. But after a point, people who I used to work with in Delhi, they all moved to Bombay eventually. So I also decided that let's move to Bombay. In 2010, I moved to Bombay and when I started my career here, and I did a lot of jobs basically, odd. Within music field only, I worked as a recordist, as a sound engineer, as a music producer for a lot of other composers, and eventually started my own composing career with a television series which came out in 2013 or 14. It was for Star Plus. The name was Pyar Ko Kya Naam Do.
Oh, that's an amazing show. Like everyone loved it, and it's a super hit one. Sanaya Irani.
It was it was the second season of the show actually that I composed for, and so that was the beginning of my career as a composer. And then obviously TV. It started with television. Then I got into doing advertisement jingles, and then eventually I did a few Punjabi films, a few Bollywood films, and now web series and my own single songs.
Yeah.
So that's how the journey began actually. Back in 2005-6, it started in Delhi, and I am where I am now in Bombay.
That's great. That's great to hear these things about your career. I would also like to know that what actually inspired you for music composition. Like you could have gone for music like singing or sound production or sound engineering. So why did you went and chose the field of music composition?
See, I think I always had a knack for composing since the very beginning.
Okay.
My father also used to compose, so I have grown up in an environment where I have seen new compositions shaping up, be it bhajans or be it classical compositions or be it Bollywood compositions. My father used to compose. So I always had a knack for fresh music and original music instead of just following,
one.
or copying anyone else's music or singing that,
So how would you describe your musical style or genre?
See, I'm really inspired. I'll tell you, it's a very interesting story that back in 2000, 2001, when I was growing up, when I was studying actually, I don't know if you know much about Delhi. Delhi has a market in Connaught Place called Palika Bazaar.
Yes, I have
So
seen it.
Palika Bazaar used to be a hub for. It's bad to use this term, but it used to be a hub for pirated music. And but that was the only place where you could go actually and get all the music from the world basically. I landed up in a shop when I was in 10th standard or in 9th standard, I think, and that was by fluke actually. My father had sent me for something else to one of his friends' shop there, and I landed up there and I saw one cassette, and a very very good looking cassette which had a very attractive inlay card over it, and it said Buddha Bar. I don't know if you've heard about the Buddha Bar series that comes out, and it's an amalgamation of world music from different artists from the world. They come together and it's like a 14-15 songs. Then later on it started coming in CD versions, and then they started uploading it on YouTube.
Oh.
But that was my begin towards world music, and that's how I started listening to Talvin Singh. I started listening to Prem Joshua. So I was already listening to a lot of Punjabi folk and Indian classical music, obviously, because that's my father was a classically trained musician. But that really shaped up my liking for world music, and that's how I still today, basically the origins that I'm coming up with, it is a lot of reflection from world music and a lot of mix of few genres, fusing Indian music with Western music and adding some, pinch of Indian folk music or some other country's folk music.
Right.
So that whole vibe is more to be with world genre. It's not, I can't specify it's only rock or I do soul. And obviously when you work for films, there are a lot of briefs. When you work in Bollywood, you have to work on a lot of genres. Someone can come up to you and tell you to compose a rap song, and the next day you might have to compose a very Sufi song. And the third day you might be composing, a groovy peppy number, a party number.
Yeah.
So you have to keep yourself. I think I kept myself open to all the genres, but yes, my liking and my inspiration has always been world music.
Okay, so do you follow any music specific routine when you are in composition of a music?
Routine as in what?
Routine as in, do you follow any routine or timetable according to what you compose music?
See, ideal routine has to be, the ideal one will be definitely that I get up in the morning and I start composing a song, and I finish the song by the end of the day, and I can upload it on TuneCore. That will be wow for me. That's what I would like to aim at. If you have to dream big, right?
Yeah.
So yes.
My
But
point is,
definitely it takes me 2 to 3 days to complete a song, not more than that. But once I'm into the groove of it, like if I start working on a fresh song now today,
right.
then I'll be done with laying down all the tracks and with all the melodies and harmonies, everything. I'll be done in 2 to 3 days max. I can rap a song in 2 to 3 days for sure.
Okay. So ideal routine, I mean to say, with the point of creating any music for Bollywood. Is there any routine? Like these are
See, for Bollywood, obviously people come up they always are on a horse. They're sitting with if you ask them what's the delivery time, they'll tell you it was yesterday. So everyone is running, So you have to clearly. There are very few times when you get time. You have enough time to work on something. Otherwise, it's always like at do din ke andar you have to give this track or present the scratch or demo.
Okay.
So it's very time bound.
Okay.
When you're working on your song, you have a lot of liberty, obviously.
Yeah, you can make it in 1 week, 1 month, or even 1 day. Completely
It can be 1 day or 1 week. It's like you don't have to think over it. But for a job which is come to you and you have to deliver it, there are certain timelines and you definitely have to follow them as a professional, obviously.
How do you know when your music composition is complete? Like when do you realize that it is complete and I can send it to the production house or your TuneCore or upload somewhere?
See, it's completion as a word I would not like to associate with music ever, or any form of art rather.
Okay.
Because for an artist who's working, it's like shaping up a child. You're never satisfied with your product.
Right.
You'll never be satisfied. Even if my songs which are released, I go back to them at times and I listen. I still get ideas. Oh, I could have done that, or I might have added this part here. So that is always going to be there. It's not there is nothing definite in it. But yeah, of course, because every song has a musical framework. It has frequencies, it has graphs, and the kind of production that you have imagined for that song. When you close your eyes, when you shut your eyes, whatever you feel that okay, fine, this is the kind of arrangement I would like to give to this song. Once you have achieved that benchmark, that design that you have in your brain,
Right.
that's how you want to close it for that moment. Obviously, it's a very momentary thing that you have to close it, because you can't be working on one song for 1 year.
Right.
Definitely, you have to somewhere tell yourself, all right, this is. So it's better to. I always prefer imagining the song playing in my head. That how would I like to listen to it if it's already made up, if it's already done. If I'm playing once I lay down the vocal melody on a metronome.
Right.
And then I'm imagining what kind of a groove I want, or I try to imagine the song as a whole in my head, and then I try to achieve that. All right, this is the first layer. Let me lay down this one. This is the rhythmical layer. And once I'm even close to that idea of mine that is there in my head, I close it and I just upload it or deliver it. That's how I work.
Okay. Upcoming projects and collaborations you would love to share with the audience?
Moreover, it's my original songs that I write. As a singer songwriter, that's in pipeline, and from June onwards, then I'll start releasing the audio tracks, and they will be out on YouTube. Audio tracks will be out on all streaming platforms, and on YouTube, the visualizer videos will start coming out, and I will start shooting for the videos from September, October onwards, obviously. Because there are a lot of audios that are ready. Some are 50% ready, some are 80% ready. I'm just finishing all of them to put it out and as in create my audio library on all the streaming platforms, and then I'll see what is working for me, and I'll start picking and making videos out of them. But firstly, I'm going the audio way for sure this time.
Okay, best wishes
So
from
that
my
is one.
channel.
And collaborations, obviously, I'm working on I told you earlier as well, I did a song recently with Javed Ali and Shalmali.
Yes.
That is one song. And Harish Vyas ji's next movie, I'm not sure about the release date yet, but I composed a song for that as well. And Shan ji has sung that song, and he's beautifully rendered the song. So yeah, I'm eagerly waiting for that to come
Then
out.
the song would be a super hit.
And then one of my friend, Mohit Sharma, he's also coming out with a very beautiful track that I produced and co-composed with him. It's called Galla Kagzi. It's a Punjabi track, and that should come out next month, maybe, or by the end of this month. I'm assuming.
June 2nd.
So yeah,
we can
there is some
expect.
good lineup of work that is coming up.
Your approach in scoring music for TV and video games.
See, TV is a very different medium. The whole grammar of TV is very different. First thing first, it's a daily job.
Right.
So you need to understand there are 30 or 31 days in a month.
Right.
And it's a Monday to Friday thing.
Right.
The episode has to go on air, come what may. So it's a daily job. So the grammar of television is very different. It's a 25-minute episode you are doing every day. So I'll give you a quick run through how actually TV music is composed. Basically, TV music is composed for the first 10 episodes. The composing is done with the episodes, on the episodes that you compose with the scene. And by the time you reach the 10th episode, you already have a bank of lot of pieces, and there are themes as well.
Right.
You have character themes like mummy ka theme and papa ka theme and hero theme, the heroine theme,
Right.
or the negative character in the TV show.
Yeah.
So there are 5-6 major lead characters in the show, and before the show even begins, that's the first thing we crack. We get all the themes in place for those characters, and whenever that character is coming, we play either that theme or some version of that theme depending on what the scene demands.
Okay.
So, and then we have a bank of during those first 10, 20, 25 episodes, which is what we call or I call rather the setting up of the show timing. It's like you're setting up the show, and after that the show is on autopilot. So during those 10, 20, 25 episodes, the show is also shaping up, the story is also unfolding.
Yeah.
That okay, fine, this is happening, that is happening, and you have already created a bank of a lot of drama pieces, a lot of happy pieces, a lot of sad pieces,
Right.
and then you have another person who sits and once the show settles down after 25 episodes, then either your associate or you at times, because it's a daily job, one person cannot do a TV show.
Right.
You need to all to know this. I think very less people know it. But I might fall sick for one day, but the show has to go on, right? The episode has to go on air. So they cannot wait or rely on me. So you have to have a team when you are doing television shows.
Right.
So it's again a teamwork. You need to have at least 2 associates working with you. One is just composing, 1 or 2 of them are composing pieces day night, back to back, and one is just as a stockist, working as a stockist and pasting music on the scenes. What was the other thing you said?
Video
Oh,
games.
Video games. I have not really worked on a lot of video game projects actually.
Okay.
I haven't composed music. I would like to explore that sphere as well, but yet I haven't actually done. I have done a lot of work for Disney Channel kids programs, cartoons, and all that.
Right.
But I really haven't composed for any video game yet.
So my next question would be, share your memories as a music composer.
See, there are a lot of memories, obviously, but I have a very a beautiful memory. I mean, it's very. It was a laughable point for me, obviously, because a lot of times people we come from the Hindi heart language,
Right.
obviously.
Right.
But there are a lot of people in the industry who are not acquainted with Hindi that much. So we were in a meeting, I would not like to name which company that was, but it was for a movie and we were presenting a song.
Okay.
And there was a word used in that song, and the word was Athanni Chavanni. Now, Athanni and Chavanni is very common for
North India.
Kids coming from tier 2 cities and even. But people in big cities, I think they don't know what Athanni Chavanni. So it was a very comedy moment for us.
Yeah.
When that guy from the production house said, "Wow, what a beautiful word, Athanni Chavanni." We had to correct him that it's not Athanni Chavanni. It's Athanni Chavanni, and he actually asked us what does Athanni Chavanni mean. And we had to tell him that Athanni is 50 paisa and Chavanni is 25 paisa. Maybe people don't know. But yeah, there are a lot of such incidents and comic incidents. There are a lot there actually. I mean, memories, so there are a lot.
Okay. So that's great. Thank you for sharing such a cute incident. So how do you balance artistic vision with the practical consideration of composing music for specific programs?
See, the artistic vision and the balance is always there, because you are working as once you have prepared yourself to work as a professional in the industry.
Right.
You are it's like taming your brain in a way that there can be anything that can come up my way.
Right.
And I need to be prepared to serve it in the best of my capabilities and in the best of my sensibilities. You work with from your capabilities, your equipment, your caliber and your sensibilities. That is what works for you, and you have to follow the vision. What I try to do is I definitely try to listen to the ideas that the other person is bringing on the table. The director has a vision, obviously, and I always call out to the directors, because they are the masters.
Right.
Definitely they are running the show completely. So I've got a good opportunity. It's been a good play of luck for me that I have got to work with very clear-minded and good, clear-visioned directors so far. Like Harish Vyas ji, he's so musically inclined in himself.
Right.
That there are a lot of times that he sits with me when I'm composing background for his films, and he would say that I want something dum 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 dum. He'll give a vision to me, and I can just print it and then develop it.
Right.
So that balance is always there, because I have to sit as a professional and be receiving and open to the ideas that are coming to me. If I
Right.
stick, or if I get stuck or to my ideas, obviously then again there'll be clashes. If someone, and if I'm not open and in understanding and receiving the ideas other person is giving me, then it's a problematic thing for me only. So it's always better to have an open mind and open ears, so that you can absorb and grasp what the other person wants
And make a
out of
better
the
thing
project.
out of the what you have, right?
Yeah. The artistic vision, obviously you are an artist. That is why you are on board with that project. You have been
Right.
hired, or you've been,
Right.
got on board to work on a certain project. Obviously they are trusting and having faith in your working capability.
Right.
So the next thing you have to do is follow their instinct and follow your instinct as well. Just mix both of them and you will get to it. I mean, obviously I get through it, and I'm always thankful. I mean, obviously, to all the directors that I work with, man. They once you have good directors who have a clear vision and a clear idea what they want out of it, then half of your job is already done.
Right. Okay. How do you stay yourself currently updated with the trends of the music industry? Like you told first thing that you don't listen a lot to Bollywood music or any music.
Yes.
You prefer instrumental music.
Yes.
Apart from that, what you try to stay updated?
See, updation of the trend. I mean, again, I would like to, with all due respect and with all humility, I would like to point out this difference between either you have to be, if you really dream or if you really aspire to be a trend setter, then you cannot be a trend follower. There's a stark difference in these two. Again, like a creator and a consumer, there is a difference between a trend setter and a trend follower.
Right.
If you go by the trend that okay, nowadays tuck deep, tuck if, because I know that that's the kind of groove that is working right now.
Yeah.
So there are already 100 songs coming out on that groove, in that kind of chord line and space every day. What is the point of me making another one? It's 101 or 102nd song coming out. What's the point? How will it stand out again? If you want to stand out, then you really have to listen to your inner voice. Don't worry if that, oh, I might be sounding dated, or I might be sounding ahead of time, or I might be accidentally or knowingly or unknowingly following the trend. I don't even know. But the idea is to not know. Knowing is where I feel is the problem lies. So it's always better to do your own work, as I really, adhere to this rule completely in my life, that I will keep doing my work. How it works out, I will keep releasing it. I'll create my, see, everyone, the most beautiful part of today's social media times are that everyone gets their share of audience. Someone will get 500 listeners, someone will get 5,000, 5 lakh, and that will keep growing only. But you just have to believe in yourself and have that conviction in your work that one day my work will definitely come out and it'll catch up. It'll catch up and it'll struck a chord with a lot of people. Definitely. If you lose that conviction, if I lose that conviction, then I am actually putting my artistic values. I'm sidelining my artistic values. That's what I believe. Then I'm not believing in myself. Then it's like, oh, अच्छा अभी कौन सा गाना चल रहा है, अच्छा ये वाला गाना चल रहा है, so let's follow this. अभी मैं भी ऐसा ही गाना बना देता हूँ. It's a good thing, maybe. It works for a lot of people. I'm not demeaning anyone for sure. It's very good. But I would like to work my own way, because see, I already work on so many things that are brief driven. Be it television or be it movies or be it advertisements or web series. Everyone comes up with a brief. This is one space. My singing, songwriting is so personal to me, and I would like to keep it personal to myself, because that is one space that I have the complete liberty to do whatever my heart, whatever my mind, body, and soul is telling me. That okay, fine, let's design this song this way. Let's overproduce this song. Maybe let's underproduce this song, or let's just let the melody go. Let's just play with the vocals. Let's not use even a single instrument, or maybe just a guitar, maybe just a piano. So I would like to keep it that way, and I really believe that in the previous question you asked that how do you stand out? I think that is the only way to stand out, to be you. You will have to have some conviction in your work, in yourself. Otherwise, तो if you train yourself कि यार मेरे को trend को catch up करना है, तो तब तो फिर someone is creating that, setting up that trend, and you are catching up with it. You are just a trend follower.
Right.
Then it will be very difficult for you to become a trend setter. Even if there is a chance for you, if there is caliber in you, still you are not completely putting your caliber in and your strength to work in the direction, or not channelizing your energies properly so that you can also become a trendsetter.
Okay, how is your music different from others? Like, what do you find different?
See, it's coming out of me. I'm being myself, and I'm being unique in my own self. So obviously it is different. And I'll tell you one practice that I definitely follow as a music creator. See, I see the world as I divide it in two categories. One is music creator, one is music consumer. So I personally feel and believe, and I follow this thing that being a music creator, I cannot be listening to There are times when you have to listen to something just to get a glimpse of what is actually going on in the industry, but that should be it. You should, as an artist, I try to focus more on my inner voice and the kind of music that I want to create. Then only I can stand apart from all my all my contemporaries, obviously, because eventually we all have the similar softwares. If we rely on, say, software sounds or samples, it's eventually going to sound the same only. But the only reason it stands out is that you have to listen to your inner voice more. And you have to definitely, as a creator, shut yourself from listening to a lot of commercial music outside that is coming out. So if you ask me what is the latest song that has come out from any artist, I respect everyone. I listen to whatever comes my way, but I'm not the one who will go on YouTube and search any artist if they've released anything or not, because I seriously believe, as a creator, I need to focus on my work, my skill more and more, and my skill. Because if I listen to one song, see, I'll give you a very practical example, that if you give me one song, like if you give me Kesariya, say Kesariya, it's such a famous song, it plays everywhere. Even if I open my Instagram, after every 10 reels I'll get Kesariya on one reel at least, right? Yeah. But the thing is, when I sit on, so it's like a loop that I'm listening to. So when I sit for composing my track, knowingly or unknowingly, I have experienced this thing that you start playing the same melody line, the same chord line, because you are grooving to the same thing. Yeah. So listening to music on loop for a music creator, I think it's not advisable at all, and I think it's harmful as well at times, because it takes away your own originality from you. It will definitely take a toll on your thing. Because if you are listening too much, you just keep listening all day, Bollywood stuff or Western stuff or anything. Instead of that, what I do is I prefer listening to instrumental stuff. There are a lot of YouTube channels, and on YouTube you just have to type rock instrumental beat. You just have to type hip hop instrumental beat. Okay. Just listen to Celtic instrumental music without any vocals, without any voice track, so that you're not stuck into the loop of the melody or the main vocal line. So to explore the genres, you should listen to instrumental music. That's the practice I follow. Just shut yourself from everything. Keep creating your music. Keep doing your own work. That's a simple thing, kind of a strategy that I follow. And obviously, when I'm going out, I'm partying with people. I'm sitting, people play all the popular songs, all the recent, top 10 playlists. Yeah. If I'm driving, obviously on the radio, I get to hear a lot of songs. But I definitely don't get stuck into a loop of any commercial song that is playing, because otherwise it will reflect on my work, and then it will be very difficult for me to stand out.
Right. So this is your secret, which you have given to all of us finally, and I hope that my audience definitely learns something from it and start practicing, whoever wants to be music composers. Did you get into the songwriting field along with the music composition?
See, then songwriting again comes as a legacy to me, I feel. And I feel very blessed. because my grandfather, he used to serve in the Indian Army. British, that used to be British Army earlier. Then it became India, and obviously after the partition, they all moved to India from Lahore, and then he served the British Army, sorry, the Indian Army till 1967, till the time he passed away. But he was a very, very proficient writer and a very beautiful Urdu writer. And in those times, whatever Urdu magazines used to come out, or he used to write nazme and ghazals, a lot of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So my father used to, we used to get translated. He used to get all his writings translated in Hindi, and then just all the family used to sit कि अच्छा दादाजी की ये वाला, and पापा जी, we used to call him पापा जी का ये वाला गजल आज दे सुनते हैं उन्होंने क्या लिखा था. So I think that somehow came, I inherited, maybe I can say it, and I had a knack towards this as well, obviously, because I used to write as a kid. I used to write poems, and I used to write. I was very interested in writing essays and everything. I mean, you can give me one topic, and I can write 1,000 words on that. So I've been into the writing thing. So I used to write blogs as well. When in the older times, when we used to write blogs. Right now, it is more of vlogging. But I used to write blogs as well. So writing, I love writing basically, and I can express myself musically for sure. But through words, I can say a lot of things that I want to say. In spoken language, in words, there are times everything cannot be put into a song or shaped into a song.
Right.
So, शेर के जरिए या नज्म के जरिए, I can say a lot of it. I might not be shaping it, putting it into making a musical song out of it, but I have a page that goes by the name of Shah Firozpuri. That is the name that was my grandfather's pen name that I'm carrying forward as a legacy. So it's called Shah Firozpuri. It's on Instagram, and I keep posting my writings there. It's like 2-liner शेर, 2 लाइनों वाले, 3 लाइन वाले, 4 छोटे couplets हो गए. So I keep sharing there. So I have a knack for writing, and एक बार writing के बाद में, then I get an opportunity to make a song out of it, and then I feel very beautiful that I can write as well, and I can, it's a revelation kind of a thing. I can compose as well, so I have a combination of spoken words and adding musicality to it, and I can put it out on my own. So it's a very beautiful feeling I feel, and I definitely believe that all of us should keep trying this thing, that because times ahead, the other question is that obviously that what is the future of music. I think this is the future of music, that now we cannot be relying on other people all the time. Like if I have a melody, I cannot be waiting for a writer for 10 days, or everyone is busy, in their lives. Everyone is working on their own self. Everyone is working on their own branding these days. So obviously, if you can write whatever little you can write, that is why it's very important to spend time with yourself. I really believe in meditating and sitting with myself, and whatever comes to me. Obviously, when we have a lot of words and vocabulary, we can play more with it. Even we have less words, whatever is coming to our heart and flowing through our system, everyone is a walking existence. We are celebrating life. We are celebrating every moment of it.
Yes.
So whatever is coming out through that moment, I think we all need to express our feelings and emotions.
And artificial intelligence is also helping a lot for people to create music, and
definitely. I mean, that is going to open so many spheres. I mean, still there is less awareness about it, and even the softwares are being developed,
Yeah.
So they have still not reached a level where it can clearly make the softwares, either they're quite costly, the subscriptions are quite costly, so no one not everyone can easily afford it.
Yeah.
But once the technology grows, and obviously when it develops more and more, in the next 5 years, it'll like even Suhani can be making music. You know.
Right.
So things are going to be very different. So if people are and pursuing their career as a composer, as a musician, then it's high time that we learn basics of all skills and try to be a one-stop shop and just keep doing our work, working on your own brand, and try to create your own ecosystem instead of relying on someone else. It's very important. Very important.
So my question was that, like, have you done any debut as a songwriter in Bollywood till now? So is there anything in pipeline?
Yes. This next song that I've told you about, Javed Ali and Shalmali one. I have co-written the lyrics, and my name will come out as a lyrics writer, and I think that will be the first song that will come out as a lyrics writer in Bollywood.
Okay, lyricist. Okay, that's great. So while composing your work, what technology you prefer? Like what softwares or hardwares or equipments you require for composing a best work which you feel that I can upload it and I can share it with the professionals?
I work on a software called Logic Pro, which is a professional software to compose music, and I mix and master my songs myself. That's how I prefer working.
Okay.
So I produce my songs myself, I compose them myself, and a lot of times I write my stuff as well. But a few times there are other writers writing.
Right.
So it's like for me, I'm sailing through the journey of the song all by myself. So all the equipments that I have a sound card, I have an SSL sound card, I have my own add-in monitors, I have my MIDI keyboards with me, and I even have a portable setup that even if I'm traveling somewhere, I have my laptop, I have my MacBook, which is completely fully loaded with all the VSTs and all the sound libraries that I need to create music.
Okay.
So I can work from anywhere. So it's and nowadays technology is so
advanced.
It comes so handy that you can sit in a hotel room and create a song. And at times, I remember in 2021, I think, when that second lockdown or something happened in Chandigarh. I landed in Chandigarh. I was traveling, and for a few hours, there was some Bharat Bandh or something, that farmer protest was happening. And we were allowed to go out of Chandigarh airport, but we were not allowed to leave the premises of the airport.
Right.
So everyone that landed in Chandigarh that day was sitting in a garden outside Chandigarh airport.
Okay.
And there was a very urgent advertisement for Dabur real juices that I had to deliver. That's out on their channel as well, on Dabur's channel. That's there on my Instagram channel as well.
Okay.
So there were a few. I had already created everything, and that was created in a hotel room. And that got approved, and apparently a few changes came in.
Right.
And I'll tell you, you can't set up a mic in an open area in a garden.
Right.
So I literally recorded that they wanted me to add some alap to it towards the end of the jingle, and I recorded it on my MacBook's internal microphone that is there.
Right.
And sitting in a garden, and there were people around me, and they were looking at me, what is this guy doing? And I recorded it there, and I processed it somehow, and I mixed it, and I shared it, and it went on air. So I worked, and I'm very free to working from in any environment, and I love working this way. I'm traveling and working.
Nice. How do you approach other musicians or artists for collaboration?
See, Instagram is one platform for sure. Instagram is the most popular platform.
Yeah.
So I'll end up, there are so many times where when Instagram suggests a lot of new artists to you that you don't even know, and you find their work, musicians as well, and singers as well, and music producers, mixing engineers as well, and that's how I like to approach them out. But within the industry, obviously, if you have to approach someone like Mohit Chauhan ji or some Javed Ali ji, then you have to go through their managers, and you have to figure out their numbers from your friends or friends of friends, or somehow you have to figure out their numbers.
Okay. So
but majorly collaborations happen through Instagram only.
Okay, you mostly prefer Instagram. That's great. Actually, Instagram is the fastest growing platform also, commercially and for fun as well. So, the
Yeah.
challenges you face while composing a work, any music composition, when you try to do it, what challenges majorly you face? You can even share your initial time.
See, challenges while composing, I don't take it as a challenging job because this is what I've always loved and this is what I've learned. This is what I've worked on all my life. I mean, I don't know anything else other than music, other than composing and
Right.
creating music and playing with musical notes. That's what I know. That's what my system is attuned with. Completely attuned with that. So
Okay.
I really don't find it challenging at all. I always, till today, it's been so many years. It's always an exciting journey. Every time it's a new song, it's a new journey, and it's like I'm still enjoying. It's like my first day at work, and I'm liking. I swing on my own groove at times. I create the groove and I swing on it, and I even if I'm creating a sad song or romantic song, I like to listen to it a few times and see what emotion is it, what emotion it gives me, what is the vibe that I'm getting out of the song. So nothing is challenging for me in this thing, at least in this part of creation. I feel it's enjoyable for me,
Okay.
not challenging at
So,
all.
how do you overcome criticism or negative things told by your crew or team, or how do you tackle it or see it?
See, my belief is that you have to stop working. Actually, I would like to point it out to myself only that I believe strongly that I don't have to prove anything to anyone.
Mhm.
It's a process, and if I'm working with a director, he will have his own take on a piece of music, and art is very subjective.
Right.
I might like something that I create and the other one might not, and at times I might not enjoy my work so much, but the other person would say, oh wow, this is great and I want this for my film or for my project.
Right.
So it's very subjective, so you have to go beyond the concept of acceptance and rejection. I think criticism, once you don't work for proving, then criticism doesn't matter to you because you're enjoying your work, you're liking it. If someone likes it, good. If someone doesn't like it, it's going to be there in my song bank, and maybe this one doesn't like it, but some other guy will come and they will buy it, or maybe I'll upload it on my YouTube channel. So it's everything that is being made is a piece of content,
Right.
So acceptance and rejection का जो loop है, I think, and proving. Once you stop proving yourself, you are in a very better, good space mentally also, and in all ways. So criticism doesn't affect me a lot.
Okay.
If someone tells me I don't like this piece of music, I politely redo it. I mean, I can do it once, twice, thrice. Even if the vibe doesn't match, or if we are not able to crack, two people, we're not able to crack something in between us,
Right.
then it's better to let go of it because everyone has timelines,
Right.
and if it works, it works.
Okay.
So you have to go beyond the loop of
No, like
acceptance
you
and
have
rejection.
done so many series and things like इस प्यार को क्या नाम दूँ, then movies. So many a times there might be at times your music director or some other crew member would have been saying that this is not right. So have you tried to correct it, or have you tried to change it for them, or you just let it go and try to create a new sample for them? What is your main thing? What do you do at that
See,
time?
at times there are a lot of pieces that are 80% in place, but there are few changes
Yeah.
to be made that are suggested by the production house or by the director or the producer, whoever is taking calls on that.
Yeah.
So I definitely rework on that, and I do changes whatever is required.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm not rigid. I'm quite flexible for that.
That's what I was asking about the
Obviously, you have to satisfy someone else's requirement because it's their project, it's their vision, and you are composing for your own thing. It's a different scenario. You can do whatever you feel like, but if there is a project, there is a storyline behind it, or if there is an advertisement, anything which is going to be supporting any visual medium, I feel you have to follow the director's call on that.
Right.
I mean, who is directed it, and you should follow his call for sure. And once you're aligned with the director, that attunement, once that is in place, things fall very smoothly.
So misconceptions about music industry which you would love to share.
Oh, what are the misconceptions? Sorry, I don't have any misconception.
No, you don't
What
have.
do
I'm
I
just
say? I don't know. I
genuinely.
don't know. You tell me outside what are people thinking? What are the misconceptions? What are the popular misconceptions you feel that they're there?
See, misconceptions as in like for acting industry it is like there's a lot of harassment. For music also there is a thing that there's a lot of harassment when you ask for work, and other things like mostly they are used illegally, or there are ghost writers or ghost singers and someone else is doing their lip sync on like, or playing back is someone else and the other one is different. So all these kind of misconceptions are there in the society related to music industry, Bollywood or acting, film industry. Same.
See, ghostwriting, as far as ghostwriting is, see, harassment and ghostwriting, these are two very different aspects of misconceptions, I feel. As far as I know of, I really haven't heard. See, there are incidents that happen. There is good and there are good and bad elements in every industry,
Yeah.
obviously. But as far as my journey, I've heard of hardly 2 or 3 such incidents that have come to me, that have reached my ears through the people I know. I've heard such incidents taking place, obviously, and definitely harassment. It's for the females only, for the women. It's a very sad thing that they have to go through this.
Yeah.
And surely because the only thing is we keep calling it industry, we keep giving it the term industry. It's definitely not an industry. So there is no body that's governing it completely or entirely, which can actually look after or set certain standards or protocols of how to work in the industry.
Right. Alright, so my next question is your approach towards music composition for live performances and studio recordings. Like, what's the difference and what is your approach towards?
There is a big difference in both both the fields. It is the music space, but live is completely different, entirely different ball game. Studio is completely different. To start from the vocal projection, the kind of projection and the kind of microphones, because it's a controlled environment. Studio environment is a very controlled environment.
Yeah.
So the kind of microphones we use, the kind of flow that we have to use for those microphones is very different from compared to when we are performing live on stage. It's completely and entirely different. You have to be open throat. You have to put in that push into the mic, and there you're not performing on a track. It's like in a studio you have a headphone on your ears and the track is playing, and you're singing on the track, already composed, produced track.
Yeah.
When you're performing live, you have 6 musicians. You have a drummer sitting right behind you. You have an electric guitarist. You have a bass guitarist. You have a keyboard player, and they all are playing. Their monitors are there. The whole stage environment, ambience, the whole PA system is there. So to make sure that your voice cuts through all those instruments, you have to sing. You have to put in extra efforts and throw. And again, you have to not just stand and sing like a dummy there. You have to perform as well. You have to dance as well.
Yeah.
So performing art is a very different ball game. It's a complete different creative. You need a complete different mindset for that. And being a studio artist, it's very different.
Like
Studio artist is I feel it's very easy to be a studio artist, and the performing arts is it needs a lot of practice, a lot of effort for sure. But it's beautiful once you get, again, attunement is the word I use again and again. Once you get attuned to that, there's no place like the stage.
Best thing you feel as a music composer, or best part of being a music composer?
Everything is it's good, it's beautiful. Everything is best about being a music composer. Yeah, it's a beautiful journey, and you get so much respect. And the best part is you're getting paid for doing something that you love and that you like and you enjoy doing. So it's a beautiful profession, I would call it. I mean, I could have been anything else, but I'm glad and I feel lucky that I'm a music composer and I've chosen music as a profession. So everything is good about it. There is no bad or negative about anything, I feel.
Role of experimentation and risk taking in your music or creative process. Music composition.
There's a lot of yes. For my own compositions, I go beyond the limit. I
Like if
always
you
take
can
the
share.
liberty. I always try to break the barriers and definitely try to play with newer sounds. Like recently, what I started doing is that the standard snare sound musically, it's like a kick sound. There's a snare sound. So I have definitely stopped using the standard snares. I'm trying to play out with those. So a lot of new experimentations that I keep doing with my music for sure.
Right. Okay, share a insight from being a point of view of a business side as a music composer, such as marketing and networking.
See, marketing and networking are both very important, but again, working on your skill is more important than networking or marketing. You need to have a good library of bank. I'll start with networking. If you have to go and meet producers and pitch your music to record labels, obviously you need to have a bank of music. You can't just go out with one song.
Yeah.
You need to have a few songs, and I'll tell you a small secret as well. You can call it a secret, but if you have few released songs in your library, it becomes easier for you to approach people because you already have. And it's not important to be associated with any big project or any web series or any TV series or a film already there in your kitty. Even if you don't have that, you can just release a few tracks of yours on Spotify, on streaming platforms, on all streaming platforms, obviously through any aggregator. And then once you have like 5, 10, 15 songs released, then you have a base to show to someone that, sir, this is what I've done already, and I'm not starting from scratch, and you can get to hear my music anywhere. Anywhere you can just go and look for my name. So that then when you are networking with that base, I think it adds a lot to your market value as well. If you go without doing anything, people are so busy in their lives that obviously no one is going to give you time.
Of course.
So and it does play a lot of role. Networking does play a lot of role. Pitching is very important. But you need to again have a song bank with you. For marketing, obviously when you are working for a project like a movie or any other, it's a commission project. Obviously the marketing side is taken care of by the producers and the production house or the music label. And you don't need to get into that. But if you're working as an independent artist, then you have to explore a lot of areas with how to market your music. It can be your known people who have some influence, they sharing and resharing your music.
Yeah.
It can be print media writing about you. You need to get micro influencers and major influencers to push your music.
Right.
There are a lot of areas. You can go to marketing agencies to decide how would you like to be placed. As an artist, everyone has a personality.
Yeah.
If you're a rapper, you carry a different vibe. If you are a guitarist and you sing with if you have an acoustic vibe to your music, you have to be marketed and placed in that way.
Yeah.
So it all depends on the kind of music and the vibe you carry with yourself, the kind of personality that you want to come out with, what you actually are, how you want to present it to the world,
Yeah.
Yes.
So coming to an end, our podcast is about to end. So my last two questions is 5 mistakes one should not do in music composition.
See, what I personally believe is that there are no mistakes, and even if you feel there are mistakes, you're going to learn from them. First thing first. So don't pressurize yourself, and don't get into the burden of proving. Don't fall into the judgmental category that am I good or not, and very important, most importantly, don't compare yourself or your work with anyone else, for that matter. I think these are the areas one should avoid. It's all mental related. It's all about how you're churning it out.
Right.
Once you have the skills, you have learned the skills, you have all the do's in your hand. But majorly the don'ts are to avoid comparison that, my song is sounding like this, but I would like to sound like that. So just stop the process of sounding like someone, being like someone, behaving like someone, performing like someone. Be yourself. You will be accepted. and you will get the validation that is needed for your system to function. So it's very important that stay away from proving, stay away from comparisons, and stay away from criticism. It's okay. It's okay. People will criticize you, but you need to do what you know best. And once you're aligned to your own self, I'm putting in my best efforts and I'm giving my best to whatever I'm doing, then you really need not worry about anything. So generally people fall into the loop. So the don'ts are these only. What comes to me personally, these are the don'ts that you need to stay away from. And comparison is the biggest thing. Stop comparing yourself with anyone. Okay, I mean, at a lot of times in the race of reaching somewhere, we all tend to, lose subjectivity and objectivity as well. And we start comparing, okay, fine, my sound should sound like that song. My lyrics should sound like that. Then you're losing the whole essence of it, then you're losing the beauty of it completely, I think. So just stay away from that. Don't do that. Best, whatever, जैसा भी मन के अंदर आ रहा है, जैसा भी मन में आ रहा है, शब्द नहीं भी आते, gibberish गा दो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. There is no issue. There is nothing wrong that you can do in music. There is nothing wrong that can be done with music, Right. So I will not say that you should not do these things while composing. These are the only things, as in to keep yourself sane, and that these things can definitely help you on a mental and wellness level, which can keep you sustained through the hard times while you're making music and you're still in the process of reaching somewhere or reaching your goal that you've decided for yourself. So, mental being and wellness is very important because it's a very spiritual job. Music is art is a very spiritual thing.
Completely.
So you have to be very, your wellness, your overall wellness, your mind, body, soul has to be in place. Once that is in place, you are aligned with yourself and your conviction, you're good to go. It's like, keep doing whatever you feel like.
Advice for the budding aspirants who wanna be music composers in next.
I think this is my advice for myself and for everyone who's listening. What I said just now, obviously.
Okay.
Just keep doing what your heart tells you to do. Be you. You are unique. I am a unique version of myself. You are a unique version of yourself. And just believe in yourself. That's it. And have conviction. Don't let the outside noises drive you at all. Don't let the external influences drive you. Let your inner voice drive you. That is the only. Let your inner voice drive you. That is why the only thing everyone should do is get up in the morning or afternoon, or if you're lazy, you want to sleep throughout the day, wake up at night, that is also fine. Just get up, meditate for half an hour, listen to your voice, what your heart tells you.
Right.
It's like when we used to go to the school, there used to be a board, which said thought of the day.
Yeah.
So when you sit with yourself for that half an hour when you're meditating, you will get the thought of the day.
Right.
And at times you will be able to download and you will hear voices and sounds. And then with that idea, just give that day to that idea, to that word. Maybe you will hear a word, sukoon, and then start writing sukoon ke upar gana us din. Start making sukoon pe gana.
Great.
तो शाम तक गाना आपका पूरा बन जाएगा. So just be yourself and be easy. और conviction बहुत जरूरी है. I think that's the most important thing.
So with this, we end our podcast. Thank you so much, Mr. Saurabh Kalsi, for being with us, and we spending such a long time with us. We have learned many things. I hope my listeners will definitely learn conviction, quality, and not to copyright or not to do copy. So all these things will be learned by my listeners. Thank you so much. Thank you.